Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about the Aukey EP-N5 true wireless earbuds. So these actually might be the cheapest noise canceling earbuds on the market, or they may be the cheapest noise canceling earbuds on the market that are the worst. So in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing, then I'm going to give my first impressions on these earbuds. After that, I'm going to put these to the real world test. Yes, people, I'm going to mow the grass. I'm going to take them for a run. I'm going to go cycling with them. I'm going to put these to the test so you don't have to. That way you don't have to buy and return. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So you got the Aukey true wireless earbuds right there. You got a little image of what's to come in the box. Once again, this is a truly go green with Aukey recyclable box. Very, very cool. I have come to like the way this looks, and I applaud them. I think it's cool. All right, let's get into this. Woo! Once again, super, super simple, straight to the point. They're not trying to have any sort of frills or thrills when it comes to their unboxing. Watch me struggle here, people. Watch me struggle. Oh no! Get out of here. Okay. Ooh. Very, very nice. So the first impression right off the bat is that this is actually very lightweight, and I'm wondering if the earbuds are in there, but I'm guessing they are in here. This is kind of almost soft touch. It is definitely got some texture on it, which is nice. It doesn't feel as nice as some of the other soft touch cases that I felt. It's a little bit sticky when you push a little bit hard, which is kind of annoying, and it feels a little bit slimy. So right off the bat, the first impression is that this case is very, very cheap and just not the most appealing. Yeah, it's sticking to parts of my hand. It's just not premium feeling, and they could have gone a little bit different with the texture and gotten that premium feel for still being a very cheap case. So I'm gonna say that I'm not super impressed with the feel of it right off the bat. All right, let's continue into the box and see what we have. These look like the earbud tips right there. Very cool. And here is the charging cable. I don't know if it's USB-C or micro USB. Huzzah! Awesome. That is what's up, people. USB-C all the way, baby. All right, I'm slowly acquiring those cables. Okay, some more Aukey stuff. This is their very, very cool sticker, which I wish I put it on more things, but I don't. That'd be funny if I put it on my car. I might do that. I don't know. Here's the user manual. This is very important for simple little things like how to, let's see, sometimes they have like how to set up your active noise canceling. I don't know if these have that or not. Anyways, definitely read that for all the little fine whatever. Okay, so on the bottom you have your mic, you have USB-C right there. Very cool. That's the hinge in the back. For some reason it's different. It's a fingerprint magnet just right there, which is kind of funny. But they'll probably push back and say, oh, it's for design or it's for purpose. All right, so nothing on the top. You got the Aukey on the front right there. Very clean, very simple. You have the 4 lights right there. That's interesting that they're all the way up at the top. Usually you find them towards the bottom or the middle. So interesting placement right there. All right, let's crack these bad boys open. Woo! That is a giant R. Wow, and a giant L. I like how it's green. That's very cool. The green right there. That's a nice touch. I also kind of like how this is not like a super jet black. It's actually more of a slight gray. But if you look at this, I'm barely scratching it. So that just shows you the weirdness of this texture that is on this case. That is very strange. Those scratches are not coming off, and that's just a finger nail. So I am I'm very confused on that. That is very, very cheap and strange that would be what they would use for the material. Okay, so they're not even fully charged. That's interesting. Okay, and let's pull these out. So here is the left earbud right here. So right off the bat, these are extremely lightweight, very, very lightweight. Second to, I would say the Jabra earbuds that I just reviewed. Those were about as light as this. So when I say they're lightweight, like when you pick them up, you're like, oh, there's not much there, which is very, very good when you put them in your ear. So that's cool. All right, so it looks like you have the microphones right here, top and bottom. That probably is a port, I would imagine, for letting out the bass. There's the charge pins at the bottom. Big thumbs up for that. That's very, very cool. Oh, there's another pin over there. That's interesting. Huh. Wow. I don't know why that's there. All right. It looks like there's some more going on right there next to the L. I'm not sure exactly. Is that a light sensor? Hopefully that is a light sensor right there. It looks like it might be a hole. There's also another thing there. Not sure if that's a light sensor. Anyways, all right, so first impressions, this feels and looks very similar to the case. You can even see the fingerprint scratching going on there. So this is a very, very cheap material. Whatever they used, look at that. It just scratches just by the fingernail. Very, very strange. The opposite of premium in every way. Like, they literally just said, give us the cheapest material on the planet and we'll put that in here. But none of that really matters. What matters is the sound quality. What matters is the comfort in the ear. Are these things going to fall out? Are they going to stay in? Blah, blah, blah. That's what we're looking for here, because we're paying a very, very small amount of money to get earbuds with some decent features. So let me check out the other one. Obviously, it's going to be the exact same. It's interesting how they cover this with a protective plastic cover. Oh, that's so it won't charge. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I was covering up the pin on the bottom. That's why it's blue at the bottom instead of being clear. So that's cool. All right, let's check out how they go back into the case. I'm just going to kind of shove them back in. Of course, I'm looking through my cell phone screen right now, so I'm kind of slightly, there we go. Okay, so pull it out, back in. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's kind of intuitive, although my finger is getting stuck in there. It's kind of intuitive the way you grab it out. Of course, you're gonna learn as you go. Let's see. So it's not charging or saying, there we go. Also, I'm not seeing any lights on the earbuds themselves, which is interesting. So these are basically the cheapest material, the cheapest build that you can get really on an earbud. They went the extra mile to make this very, very cheap. So let's hope that the microphones and the drivers in here are going to produce some good audio. But right now I'm thinking maybe not so much. Okay, so that is the oval once again. That is an oval speaker right there. Let's take a look at the silicone itself. So the silicone is, it's very cheap feeling, and it doesn't really have a solid foundation right here. This is all just way too soft and squishy. This is basically standard now for Aukey earbuds. You're gonna get the cheapest of the cheapest of the cheapest when it comes to materials, but what matters, like I said before, is the sound quality, and that's what we're looking for with these earbuds. So yeah, those are very hard to put back on there. All right, let's take a look at the hinge itself. So the hinge It will smack closed. The hinge feels very weak and mushy, and it feels like if you pushed a little bit too hard on it, it would actually just break off. You can see right there, I'm giving it a little bit of force. So the hinge is very, very weak, very, very cheap. The magnet feels mediocre at best. It feels like it's going to get weaker over time. They put the smallest amount of magnet in there possible. It doesn't flip. There it goes. Okay, so it does flip open, so you could see how weak that battery is, and the hinge actually sounds stressed when I do that. So right off the bat, my first impression is these are the cheapest of the cheapest of the cheap, and that is not necessarily something that you want when you're buying earbuds. There's so many different varieties out there right now that I think they could have done a little bit better with these. Even though the price is right, the build quality is a little bit funky. So, all right, coming up, we're gonna put these bad boys to the test.
All right, this is the cycling test. So I'm going to be going out on the road, probably do about 20 miles on country roads. So I'll be riding my bike next to cars, and I'm going to see just how well these block out the sound around me and the wind and all that, and just how comfortable they actually are in the ear for about an hour and a half. All right, that was 20 miles, just over an hour's time on the bike. I would say all in all, these earbuds did well. Comfort level, they fit in the ear, very comfortable. I did not even have to adjust them at all. The strap for my helmet actually went down just over them, which I thought might cause some trouble, but it actually was pretty cool. I would say all in all, they are good and solid for cycling. I didn't feel like when my head was down low that they were gonna fall out of my ear, so that was good. The bass on these is actually really, really good. I think the bass might be the main selling point for these earbuds. It seems like they put a lot of quality into the sound and not so much into the build, which is fine if you're looking for a really good set of earbuds for cheap. I definitely feel like my ears are plugged. I'm pretty sure I'm screaming right now, but I can't hear myself. So these are definitely like ear plugging headphones. So that's kind of annoying. They don't really have like a vent to let the air go out of them to stop that plugging action. So it kind of feels like you have earplugs in. So that's a downside. All right, so I am fully suited up, ready to go for this run. I'm probably gonna do either 2 miles or 4 miles, depending on how I feel. I'm hoping that these things stay in the ear and don't bounce around. Once again, this is all being recorded through the microphones on these Bluetooth headphones. So that's going to give you a good understanding of sound quality and whatnot for phone calls. All right, let's get into this run. Wow, those earbuds are 5 out of 5 stars for sure for running. They do not move at all. They're like locked in to my ear. I didn't even have to turn it up past the halfway point on the volume. The sound was perfect. I was running on country roads, so I had cars next to me. Couldn't really hear them at all. Had a very smooth, easygoing 2-mile run. And like I said, 5 out of 5 stars for running. Sound quality is still not the best, but it works great. And you almost forget that they're in your ears after a while. So if you want a cheap pair of running earbuds, these are the ones.
Hey, what's up guys? I want to talk about a sponsor that I have for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Yes, people, Don Pablo makes an amazing variety of coffee. I actually went down to Miami, Florida and modeled for his bourbon infused coffee. Yes, people, they have bourbon infused coffee. This is coffee for the people who don't even like to drink coffee. This is coffee for people who love to drink coffee but are bored of the normal coffees. They have single serve bourbon infused coffee. They have whole bean bourbon infused coffee, not to mention all the other varieties they have. They are a small batch coffee roaster. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm gonna tell you, a small batch means you're gonna get a fresher bean. Yes, people, everything they roast is roasted smaller, which means you're getting a fresher batch. All the other companies roast in ginormous roasting contraptions, and that means you're getting it less of a fresh batch. So click the link down below, go buy some amazing coffee, and let's get back to the video. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So I've been using this thing for about a month now, and it's been in my pocket, in my ears, gone solid. Very, very happy with it. Now let's talk about all the pros and the cons. Okay, so right off the bat, the case did take a lot of scratches just being in my pocket. It looks absolutely terrible when you put it towards the light, but when you look at it off light, it's not as bad as it seems. So it definitely is one of those cases that will scratch like right there very easily, but you don't really notice it as much. It's actually very, very thin. I was surprised about that. At first, I didn't realize how thin it actually was. Some cases are a little bit thicker. So all in all, I would say that the look of this and the feel of it, the size, is actually really, really nice. It did take a hit right here, and it kept on going, so that is very, very solid. The USB-C port at the bottom was a huge plus for this case. I was very happy about that. I have a bunch of cables all over the house now, so I had no problem charging it. Not wireless charging, so don't buy it for that. You're not going to be able to throw it onto your pad. The lid is very solid. It has not wavered at all. It's not weakened at all. It's very, very solid. I was actually surprised. I thought it was going to get a little bit looser. I thought it was going to get a little bit more flimsy because of the way it's made out of just a bunch of plastic, it seems like. But no, nonetheless, very, very solid. Also, this lid is a smart lid, so when you flip it open, it actually starts the pairing process immediately. So you don't even have to take the earbuds out for them to be paired up with the last device that you paired it with, and that is awesome. Also, if you want to pair it to a new device, all you do is flip the lid, go into your device, and boom, it's ready to go. So I actually paired this with my Note 10 Plus, which I'm recording on right now. Seamless, perfect, hands down, absolutely amazing. Paired it with my iPad, seamless, hands down, absolutely amazing. Very, very happy with the way that this thing pairs with devices. And in 2021, that's what you want. You want a device that just works, and you don't have to fiddle with pairing and this and that and holding down buttons. Now, let's talk about the earbuds themselves. I really like how bold the right and left are on this. That is very, very cool. You're not going to mistake that for the left ear. You're going to see that and go, yep, that's the one. So let's talk about sound quality. Sound quality on these earbuds, actually really, really nice. I was quite blown away. I think what they did was they went bare minimum with material, and they just said, give me a good audio driver, put in some good sound. It's got good, decent bass, decent mids, low, high. It's all good. It's not going to sound terrible, but it's not going to sound premium. You're not buying a $200 earbud. You're buying a sub $50 earbud. So you're going to get what you pay for. You're going to get decent sound, and that is very, very cool. Now, let's talk about the microphones. The microphones are actually really nice. I took these things out on a bike ride. It was quite windy. I got a phone call, and I was very surprised that they didn't even know I was out on a bike ride. They thought I was walking. They had no idea. There was no wind noise. It just did everything that it should. People felt like I was standing right next to them talking to them, so that was very, very cool. Let's talk about touch controls. Touch controls are actually just this little bitty spot right there. Literally about, let me see if I can't get it on camera. Anyways, it's this little spot right here. And the biggest problem is there is a microphone right there. So sometimes when you're tapping it, it goes poof, 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 and it sounds quite annoying. So that was a slight design fault, slight design failure by Aukey. Why would you put the microphone right below where you're supposed to tap on these earbuds. So I was not too pleased with that, but nonetheless, the controls worked. And then you just hold down for 2 seconds and you activate the active noise cancellation. Now, if you're expecting to buy these things and get true active noise cancellation, true noise canceling earbuds, these are not the ones. You're gonna get something that's decent. You're gonna notice that it's on. The world around you is gonna fade out a little bit, but not very much. And at the end of the day, you're going to say, it was just a little bit better. So when the active noise cancellation is on, the audio quality, of course, is going to go up when you're in louder areas. So mowing the grass, running, cycling, doing anything where you're around loud noise, these are going to work, just not the best. You're not going to get a $200 active noise cancellation. You're getting a sub $50 earbud here, people. So you're getting what you're paying for, but you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to go, cool, hold this down for 2 seconds, it turns on. Hold it down for 2 seconds again, it turns off. Now you might not notice it's actually turning on, so you may want to test it in a louder room where you maybe have fans on or something, and you'll hear it go on and then you'll hear it go off, and that'll help you understand it. I wish it had a more direct, like, active noise cancellation is on. That would be very cool if it was a voice where it said active noise cancellation's on, or if it made a more pronounced sound. But anyways, let's talk about the battery life in these bad boys. So the battery life in these, absolutely amazing. I had to charge these things few and far in between, because what happens is you listen for 15 minutes, you listen for an hour, you put them back into the case does its job, people. It charges them up really fast, you pull them back out, and you just keep going. So these are true all-day battery with the earbud and the case, and the whole setup is going to last you weeks and weeks, depending on how hardcore you listen. If you're one of those people that listens for 8 hours a day, you're probably going to kill the earbuds and the case over a couple days. But nonetheless, we are living in a time where you can buy a cheap earbud and get an amazing amount of battery, really, really good sound quality, and good features. Now let's talk about comfort. So the comfort of these earbuds started to get on my nerves. I started to notice that these were a little bit bigger than I would have liked. Now I have very large ears, so most earbuds fit in my ear fine, but I think the shape of these earbuds could be trimmed down just a smidge, about right here. That's where I started getting some ear pain after listening for a few hours here and there, day in and day out. So comfort wise, I would give these a solid 4 out of 5 stars. Now, if you just sort of set them in your ear, the way that they're weighted down the shaft and the earbud itself, it really starts to almost feel like it's not in your ear. But if you push it in and you're trying to get good fitting, you're gonna notice right about here where it starts to push up on your ear and feel some discomfort. The silicone earpieces right here, they're good. They're not the best. Like I said before, they do their job though. They seal out the sound around you a little bit, and that's all that you really can ask for. The shape of this earbud, the shape of the speaker right here is definitely a better design. It feels like you're getting a larger amount of sound in your ear versus a single circle. So this new way of doing an oval, big thumbs up. Very, very cool. Okay, so all in all, I would say battery life, 5 out of 5 stars. Sound quality, 4 out of 5 stars. Call quality, 5 out of 5 stars. So all in all, for the price, you're not gonna buy these and go, man, why did I buy these? I need to return them. You're gonna buy them and go, these are good earbuds. Now let's talk about the case itself. When you go to put them back into the case, you have to figure out the exact way to put them in, and you do get used to it. But at first, if you put them in at a little bit of an angle, they're not going to go in because these are almost squared off at the end. So you slide them in like that. The magnet is actually very, very good. These things are not going to fall out of here. The lid magnet is very good. So all in all, you're going to get a solid earbud for the price. Aukey is becoming a very, very solid earbud manufacturer. My last earbuds by Aukey, the only problem I had was the call quality. They put the microphone somewhere down here and it would actually touch on your ear, at least my ear, and it sounded like someone was holding the microphone and talking, and people could not understand me at all. With this, you got the microphone here, you got a microphone here, no problem. You're gonna get good, solid call quality. Now, let's talk about, are these either or earbuds? Yes, they are. Okay, what does that mean? You could pull out the left ear, you can make phone calls, you can play, pause, you can listen to music, all that stuff, you're good to go. Or you could pull out the right ear, listen to music, play, pause, good to go, take phone calls. So these are true either or earbuds. You do not have to worry about that. Some earbuds you have to put in the right ear just to get the left ear to activate. Not these. These are solid. Latency. Let's talk about the latency. I did not do any gaming with these, but I did watch movies. Latency is perfect. The lips are completely synced. Good to go. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend this to anyone who's looking for a good sounding budget earbud that you can take on bike rides, you could do extreme sports with, because they do not fall out at all, and the battery life is phenomenal. The LED indicator lights here are actually really nice. It tells you exactly where this case is at, and when it gets too low, it starts blinking. Boom, you are good to go. So buy these and don't have any worry. Give them as a gift. They're cheap. You're good to go.
There you go, that's the Aukey EP-N5 true wireless earbuds. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 1K. Yes, people, got monetized, got sponsored, on my way to 2K, but I need your help. Yes, your help. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube and they should go subscribe. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.